Kenzie. It's nice to see you all. Nice to meet you as well. It is very early today. I'm going to be doing a lot of reactions today. So, I've kind of been up since 4. Went out to eat with some old coworkers that I no longer work with, but that's okay. But so today we're going to be doing a guy named Victus. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. But I'm gonna say Victus for now, and we're gonna be doing Paranoia. This is a new artist for me, never heard of this guy before, but my very big commenter William, uh, gave me this suggestion, along with a few others that I'll be doing as well today, and he has not steered me wrong. Steered me wrong. Yes, so this is going to be exciting. Let's go ahead and get into it. I love new music and new artists.
Paranoia creeping in, this time I don't think I'ma win. Depression is a daily struggle that I battle with. Feeling anxious, defeated, these feelings keep on repeating. Now I'm feeling so lonely and hopeless. I find comfort in sadness, I find more comfort in pain, because it's something I'm used to, man. I struggled for days. The days turn to months, and then the months turn to years. I can't cry anymore, because I've used all my tears. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I wanna let it out, but when I go to speak, it feels like stitches in my mouth. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I think I kinda like it, cause if I have to talk about my past, I get reminded by the paranoia creep.
I love this song already. If there's anything about me, I love music like this. I love the sad music. I deal with such bad depression on my day-to-day life. Hearing this stuff really makes me feel I'm not alone. And that's just something that I love the most. There's just, even this guy, I mean, everybody's going through it. So it's reassuring, knowing that there are others that understand that kind of feeling. It's nice to hear music that can speak to you in other ways versus just, I don't know, I really like this kind of music. This is probably gonna go on my favorites list. I really like this song. I'm gonna go ahead and just restart it. That's like...
Paranoia creeping in, this time I don't think I'ma win. Depression is a daily struggle that I battle with. Feeling anxious, defeated, these feelings keep on repeating. Now I'm feeling so lonely and hopeless. I find comfort in sadness, I find more comfort in pain, because it's something I'm used to, man. I struggled for days. The days turn to months.
It just feels like if you're not struggling, it just feels like you're not yourself. I mean, and that's something that's really, struggling to deal with. Nate and I've also said something along these lines, and I love when artists can relate that kind of feeling. It just, yeah, you feel like I've mentioned this in another video with Ren. I was on depression medication one time, a period of my life, but it just made me feel so like, yeah, I was less sad, but it just makes you feel like you're not you. You're not you. And at the end of the day, again, all your problems are still gonna be there, so it's just best to just sort it out. Yeah.
Because it's something I'm used to, man. I struggled for days. The days turn to months, and then the months turn to years. I can't cry anymore, because I've used all my tears. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I wanna let it out, but
I keep pausing because he's just saying such good stuff. Like, man, I cry all the time. I can never run out of tears. I wish that I could run out of tears, but I can't seem to do it. I just keep mustering. They just keep coming, and they just every single day. It is so stressful. I've always been the crybaby of my family. Whatever. I have a lot of emotions. Okay, is what it is.
I can't cry anymore, because I've used all my tears. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I wanna let it out, but when I go to speak, it feels like stitches in my mouth. I'm like, fuck it, bro, I think I kinda like it, cause if I have to talk about my past, I get reminded by the paranoia creeping in, this time I don't think I'ma win. Depression is a daily struggle that I battle with. Feeling anxious, defeated, these feelings keep on repeating. Now I'm feeling so lonely and hopeless. But you know it's kind of fucked, I think I like the pain, because I'm stuck in the mud, my self-destructive ways. You know it's kind of fucked that I will never be the same as I was before the storm depression came. I've been trying to say I'm good, been trying.
It's there was a line I have to
Because I'm stuck in the mud, my self-destruct. Think I like the pain, but
I like the pain. So I'm stuck in the mud. Yeah, it's a very real thing. It's hard to deal with because you you don't like it, but you love it at the same time, and you love it because you feel that you deserve that. Um, you feel so much like you deserve all of this pain that you're going through and blah blah blah. So it's like a love-hate relationship. Like you love it because you feel you deserve it, but you hate it because no one really deserves to be kind of put through that kind of those kinds of emotions. I mean, everyone deserves to live, you know, a happier life, but it's so hard because you feel like you don't deserve that. So you feel content and happy with your depression. Without it, you feel like you're not you. Without it, you feel like you're not going to be strong enough. It's just, but you're not strong enough as it is. Like it's just, it's such a consistent cycle. It's just a consistent cycle.
because I'm stuck in the mud, my self-destructive ways. You know it's kind of fucked that I will never be the same as I was before the storm depression came. I've been trying to say I'm good, been trying to convince myself, cause it's easier to lie than admit that I need help. Help me out, I need a help.
It is a lot easier to lie than it is to ask for help. But you shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. Everybody needs a little help every once in a while, and that is totally okay. I mean, it happens. Nobody on this earth can do every single thing by themselves. It is literally so impossible. They say it takes a village to raise children. It takes a village, you know, for really anything in life. I mean, it takes a village of yourself to, you know, to deal with yourself. I don't know how to express that, but um yeah, it's just yeah, it's really hard to ask for help. You feel like you can take care of it on your own. And a lot of the time it's just not the case. So, you know, if you need help, if you really feel like, you know, deep down, man, you're this isn't working. Like I can't do this for myself. Get some help. Whatever way that you feel is necessary. I mean, I mentioned this before in a past video, but uh, sometimes therapy doesn't work for everybody. There are multiple types of therapy. Personally, what works best for me is music therapy. Things like this, things like Ren, things like an F. You know, these kinds of artists make me feel a certain way. They speak about things that just really put thoughts in your head, like, you know, it could be worse. Or, you know, you know, it is really hard. But, you know, if they can do it, so can I. I mean, I'm going to get out of bed too. Man, if these people, if they can suffer through such severe depression and still somehow make it out of bed every day and work on their music or whatever they want to do to continue to go after your passions, that's a true strength. That is a true strength. I mean, really.
In hand, I'm gonna help you up so you can help me. Stand. I'm stuck in this place between heaven and hell. There's abrasions on my knees to move the times that I felt. I'm trying to make peace with the devil himself, because he set his sights upon my soul, I'm mentally ill. I'm trying to hold on, it's the most I can do. There's hope on the horizon, starts containing the truth. I know that with time I will win, I won't lose, cause I believe in myself, now I'm believing on you. I'm looking at the time.
It's good to believe in yourself, because if you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect someone else to? It was like an NF bar. Um, I don't think I fully said it right, but you got the gist of it. Yeah, if you don't believe in you, who else would? If you can't even look at yourself and be like, man, I believe in you. You got this. You can get up. You can carry on. You can go the next day and you can do this and you can do that. I believe in you. If you have to believe in yourself. Because yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to want to believe in you too. I mean, I wanted to believe in my sister for such a long time, but she couldn't even believe in herself, and so she just kept falling. And at some point, I feel ashamed to admit it, but I quit believing in her for a while. I mean, I'm believing in her now again, but because she's believing in herself. That's the whole point. Like I can't. It's so hard to believe in someone that doesn't believe in themselves. Like you can believe in them all they want, but if they don't feel that for themselves, then nothing's really going to change. They have to feel that for themselves. And sometimes people literally have to hit rock bottom to truly value their life and whatnot. I've hit such places in life that I don't want to go back to. And so I look around me, even though I'm in such a state, a lot of time where the depression really fills me. I look around and I think, you know what though? It could be worse. I have a car, you know. I can make my payments on it, as hard as it is, but I still have it. Not a lot of people have cars. So that's something that I have to pride myself. I have a roof over my head. I have my own place. I don't live with my parents. I don't have roommates. I don't have children. I pay everything on my own. I don't have a man to hold my hand. That's just, I've always been on my own. And that's something that none of my family has been able to do. None of my sisters, I have three sisters, one older and two younger, never been able to manage a day on their own. My mother, at the age of 52, almost 52 years old or something, um, has also never been on her own a day in her life. Only my dad has, but he was forced to be that way. But that's only recently, like in the last like 10 years. Before my mom left, he was also never on his own. Like I'm really the only one that's been able to comfortably manage on my own. Even my dad, he fell apart. He went back into drugs for a while. He's clean now again, but my my family can't cope with the loneliness. They do other things. My dad's also now a severe alcoholic. Um, so that's something that I really have to take pride in myself. You know what? At least I could do it on my own. At least I don't need someone to hold my hand, and it's okay. I mean, I've had to have help before from other friends and whatnot, which is okay. I've done my dues back with them. It's a give and take type of situation. But yeah, you really have to look at the positives. When your life is really like falling apart, you gotta take a step back and take another look from a third party's perspective. You know, you have to think about the good things that you do have versus the things that you don't have. Because if you focus on that negativity, your life is gonna be nothing but depression. You have to find something good in the bad. You just have to. You know, there's no other way. There's just no other way.
In myself, now I'm believing on you. I'm looking at the time, but the clock stopped ticking. Paranoia in my mind, thoughts don't stop tricking. I'm slipping, I've been falling again, but I'ma rise up, put my paper to pen. Paranoia creeping in, this time I know I'm gonna win. I'm killing all these demons that I battle with, feeling grateful and faithful for the things that I've been through. I'm just wishing and hoping that you do too. Fuck it.
I do. I do feel grateful for the things I've been through. Even though, like, even as a child, my siblings got it really easy compared to me. I mean, but that's just my perspective. They have their own perspectives and whatnot, which is fine. And I respect that. But from my perspective, my siblings just had it a lot easier. I never got to go anywhere, never got to have any friends over. My entire teenage life was sitting on a computer, role playing on Facebook because I wasn't allowed to have friends or anything of that nature. I never dated, and when I did, it was for a few days, and then I was done with it because I felt like it was a complete waste of time, to be honest, and it really was. I didn't even lose my virginity until I was 18. I mean, that was also a personal choice. I definitely could have before, but I just chose not to, and that I'm comfortable with that choice. That was the best decision of my entire life is waiting until I was 18. Tell the kids that all the time too. Hey, it's my best decision. Please follow after me. But yeah, I went through so much. But if my dad wasn't so strict on me, I would have probably ended up like my sister. I would have ended up a severe druggie. I wouldn't have been able to cope. I mean, I would, but because I was punished so much as a kid, I have this different way of thinking than the rest of my family. I'm a lot more respectful. I thank my parents. I thank my dad all the time. Every day of my life, I want to thank them, even though we're not, we don't talk anymore right now for the past few years, but, um, I still love him and I'm still so thankful. I'm so thankful that he was strict to me. I was never put in any danger as growing up. I was never sexually assaulted. I was never at any risk of being kidnapped. I was never at any risk of being abused. I mean, I got really lucky as a child. When I think back on it. As a kid, I felt like it was the worst. I felt like my childhood was the worst. I was always getting in trouble for stupid crap. My sisters would fight and then I would have to be sent to my room. And I wasn't even doing anything but sitting there. Like my sister Sam threw a pitcher of water at my sister Wednesday. And my mom comes out and was like, "You need to go to your room." And I was like, "What? I didn't even do anything." I sat there. Wednesday ducked and it hit me. And I cried a little bit. And so I got sent to my room. So it's but I'm thankful. I'm thankful because yeah, I was never put in a situation that I really shouldn't have been in, as a kid. So, and it's made me the person I am today. And I think that personally I'm a really good person. Yes, I can be really mean. I can be very mean. Um when my trigger is switched, I can be the meanest person on this planet. I have such foul words and I feel so guilty about the things that I've said to certain people. And I'm so sorry. But for the most part, outside of those, moments, I really try to be the most respectful, honest person I possibly can be. I try to be kind and understanding to people because as a child, I never got to have that person that really listened to me. I was, everything was so tough. So as an adult, I just view things in a different way. And I like that. I'm comfortable with that. I'm glad. And so being an adult figure to the children in my life, I strive to be a little bit in between. My dad was a little too harsh. I'll give him that. I struggle with a lot of mentality because my parents are so harsh on me. But so it's just one of those things where I have to play a happy medium. I want to be strict like my dad was. I want to keep the children out of harm's way. I also don't want to be too strict. You have to have a good compromise. For example, a party. Listen, I'm not going to allow my kids to go to a party. It's just not going to happen, unless you had like two other siblings with you that could keep an eye on you and let me know what you're doing. Um, and make sure that nobody is getting harmed and you all promise to stick together and whatnot. Because if anybody leaves anybody's sides, that would be the last time you ever going to do anything in your life. But um, hypothetically, if that's not the case, then I would settle for something like, listen, I know you want to go to this party. I really don't trust it. I really don't want you going. But instead, how about you have some of your friends that you would like to hang out with come over here, where I know where you're safe and supervised. Um, and you guys can have a little powwow. We go get snacks and drinks, not those kinds of drinks. But I mean, same with things like marijuana. A teenager is gonna do what they want. Okay, let's be honest. They're just gonna do what they want. Like you can try to say no all you want, but they're gonna do what you want. So it's good to have a happy medium. That's how I feel about things. It's good to have. So hypothetically, if I had a 16-year-old, okay, I'm gonna even go as young as 15 because a person like me when I was 15, I probably could have used just a little bit. And I'm not talking about smoking, I'm maybe just like having a brownie or something. Calm me that down because I struggled with so many mentality issues that it really could have solved a lot of issues for me. So really depending on the person, but if they're smoking anyway, like I don't want them to risk going out and getting something that's laced with fentanyl or something. So that's something that I'm gonna have to compromise on. Listen, you're gonna smoke anyways. That's not something I control. But I would feel safer if you let me get it. Like you're gonna pay for it because it's your money. You're the one smoking it. but give me the money. I will get it from my trusted source or even from wherever. Who knows? Maybe things will be legalized in the future. But I would just feel safer. And please do it in my house. Like, don't, like, we don't need to go to strangers' houses to get high. We don't know these people, okay? It's a really bad. I just don't. I would just feel more comfortable if you were to smoke, here, and I were to get it for you, because I understand. But you got to think of the safest way possible. Same with sex. Teenagers are going to be teenagers. Like, let's be honest, they're going to find a way. I mean, and if you're too strict, they're just going to sneak out and do it anyways. So, like, no, I'm not going to have, I'm not going to allow you to have your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever over and whatnot, but we're going to have a conversation. And if you're going to do something, please let me know. Let me get you the protection, okay? Let me get you some condoms or whatever that you need, okay? Because if you're going to do it anyways, I just want to know that you're safe. Don't do it under my house, but by all means, man, if you're gonna gyp school tomorrow, go to his house or something. I mean, I can't. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, let's be honest. Ideally, what am I gonna do? Come hunt you down and whip your butt? What's that gonna do? You're just gonna do it anyways. You're just gonna find another opportunity to do it. Ooh, there's a bug. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm just talking. I'm talking. This is gonna be a long video. I'm so sorry. No, I finished with the song.
Put my paper to pen. Paranoia creeping in. This time I know I'm gonna win. I'm killing all these demons that I battle with. Feeling grateful and faithful for the things that I've been through. I'm just wishing and hoping that you do too. Fuck it. Paranoia creeping in. This time I know I'm gonna win. Yeah. I'm killing all these demons that I battle with. Demons that I battle with, fuck 'em.
This song is the perfect example as to why I love music so much. It doesn't even matter if they're a popular artist or not. I really don't care. They could have 20 views on that song. I would have still equally been like, that was a good song, and I'm gonna put it on my list. I love music and I love hearing new people. It doesn't matter how big they are, how small they are. Honestly, the lower the chain, probably the better, because it's something that I've noticed is, people that aren't as known make really good quality music because they're really trying to make it out there. They're really trying to get their stuff heard. And I love that. I'm here for it. Even I'm really trying to work on it. I've been working on it for years. And this time, the new album I'm coming out with, if you're still here listening to this, I'm really taking my time on. I'm being so nitpicky. I want to make sure it's perfect. If you were to want to listen to any of my other stuff, some of the songs aren't as good because I just didn't want to bother sitting there for days, hours, weeks, months, just working on one song. It just felt like such a long process because I have all of these things flowing out of my head all the time. I'm a lyricist. All I do is write. I just write. So I come out song after song after song after song. So I'm having to manage that. But again, I want to work on it. I want to make it perfect so that when it's released, people actually want to listen to it and like it. But also for myself too, because I really want to work on, a song where I can listen to it 100 times and feel like nothing needs to be changed. But every time that I listen to these songs, I'm like, but this needs to be tweaked just a little bit. But this way didn't sound right. So I'm going to have to go back and redo that. But I'd rather edit it this way. But what about this? What if we add this ad lib? But what if we do this? What if we do this layering? Like, I'm always wanting to change something. So until I am like 110% like, okay, this is right. This is good. I don't need to edit anything else. Otherwise, it's just going to be overly editing it. Yeah. So it's taking me a while, but I'm almost finished with a few songs. But again, I just keep listening to things and being like, Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up for here. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the next one because we have another new artist that's coming next. I'm so excited. I just love music. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.